Hello everybody, this is Zerda with Zerda MTG, and I'm back to bring you some more historic gameplay. So today we're running back grixis control. I made a few changes, by which I mean exactly two. I cut an extinction event and a ravenous chupacabra for an island in a swamp, as I found myself in need of a few more lands, as I suspected I would, as well as a few more painless mana sources, something else I said I would need, but was reluctant to start with, as I prefer to start things greedy and feel how the actual cards will work out and then work on the problem that I know will exist, and kind of go from there. I may end up wanting another Chupacabra, I may end up wanting another Extinction event, I may end up wanting to drop this and a land even, from 27 down to 26 right now, and play a few more, what's it called, Ritual of Soot, and just go 2-2 split on my sweeper. Not entirely sure yet, so I'm going to keep working on this and let you guys know how it ends up in the end. But for now, let's not worry about all that and get straight into the gameplay. Once we figure out how we want the main deck to look, we'll start working on a sideboard and start playing this in best of 3, which is honestly just the best way to play Magic. Best of 1 is fun and all for a short time period, but then you end up realizing, hey, I just have matchups that are complete losses and they're not even really worth playing. You don't really have anything to think of in a game 1. Sorry. Coughed something up there. Alright, let's see. So I'm very removal heavy, very reactive, but it does have an Eldest Reborn, so I have a payoff and a fairly painless mana draw, so I'm gonna keep this. Lead on Watery Grave. So I imagine I'm gonna get discard spelled here. Or not. Oh, Rampage isn't a instant, so no need to have it coming untapped. Friction Arena is very bad for us here. Hardcast Murder Strider is basically inconsequential. I'm gonna go ahead and see what they have in their hand that we might be worried about. Hoo-hoo, that gains them a lot of life. Other than that, though, completely dead. Almost completely dead, not quite. And, yeah, we'll just take the only card that matters.
Death nears. Time to go.
Alright, that's a problem. Friction Arena is something that we're gonna have a hard time beating. I'll have them sacrifice a creature. Tap land. Pass turn. Kinda sad that we exiled the Lily. That would have been something nice to have on our side of the field here. Alas, nothing to be done about it. Not about to deploy a Murderous Rider into, you know, a handful of removal. I've been considering running this in the deck as well. Being 3 colors makes it a little more painful. Goodbye, Eldest Reborn, the only card in our hand that mattered. Could really use Nico Bolas Dragon God here. That's not terrible. Getting some card draw is going to be pretty important. Alright. 2 Friction Arenas. They might not have time left to build cards from. Still a problem, though. Yep, 5. Autopay. Guess I'll take Agonizing Remorse and Nico Bolas. See if I can hit anything relevant. Obliterator, Karn. Hoo-hoo. Alright. We have 2 mana up. If I take Heartless Act, I still can't. Yeah, I'm a long ways away from double deploying, so I'll just take the Karn. Stop them from drawing even more cards. Allow this one to bite the dust. Maybe I should have waited. I'd rather get it out now. They'll use a removal spell. They'll discard a card. All Eldest Reborn away their Friction Obliterator. At least that is the current plan. Opponent draws 3 cards, loses a little bit of life. Alright. Now we have a bit more of a problem. Kind of we're leaning on the Eldest, but we're well aware that could happen to us. No choice, absolutely must answer an Obliterator. No real reason to deploy it. Only gives our opponent the option to gain a bunch of life. Well, it'll resolve. They'll take the Extinction event and play around Mystic Dispute for the rest of the game. But it does force them to just pass here. There are reasons I might want to deploy that land. I think I'd rather have my opponent doubting. I don't think it's very likely I win this game. Not with double Arena in play. This is a reason for me to consider Blast Zone. I have no real outs to Arena, and I do imagine it to be a fairly prominent card. Opponent's gonna start down.
I advise all. Say hello to my little friend.
Yeah, there was no way to, deploying that's pretty bad, though. Especially because they know about the Mystic Dispute, so they won't do it right away. Yeah, there's no reason to deploy bolas. I'll wait for them to corruption their own card. I don't think it's outside the realm of possibility that they start using their tendrils of corruption on their own creature. They are taking 2 a turn for all of this card advantage at least. Yep, and there we go. One mana away from playing and flipping in the same turn. I'm pretty sure that's just a complete and utter long shot. So I'm just gonna... Even if it's a long shot, I think I still actually have a chance if our opponent plays something here. I might be able to tap them out with Mystical Dispute.
Choice.
You can have a swamp. Get the Obliterator later. Grey Merchant is starting to get to be a really terrifying force. That is fine. I imagine we'll play something else this
I
time.
will defend my allies.
-2s. Yep.
There is great power in the things you make.
No other spell. I probably should have disputed to try and get them to tap out. Tube isn't bad. Doesn't matter what I kill, really. Suppose playing Murderous Rider is also good here. Getting really concerned about holding the bolas, though. My only real shot here is going to be bolas, reanimate bolas. Or Nico Bolas, Dragon God. Hoo-hoo. Yeah, that's fine. I literally cannot stop it.
This will aid us.
Hello, Obliterator. Alright. Let's completely tap you out at least. And here's my shot. Alright. Gotta figure out something here. This is the line I've been playing towards.
The multiverse is at my disposal.
Let's reanimate tubes, I guess.
Death is nothing to me.
I supremely doubt I get to do anything from here that's truly impactful. But if, like, I think they just have a Murderous Rider or similar for my bolas. But if I do get to keep him around, then I can start to really pull out from under this. Go on, opponent. We both know you have something for him. No, just another Obliterator? Alright. You're saying there's a chance. If only I had a Justice Strike to get that to damage itself. Alright, I get to do what they've been doing and draw 3 cards this turn.
I know what must be done.
Alright. Oof, how many cards they got? Is decking a reasonable possibility? I don't think so. Alright, I think I'll look at the top 6 for an extinction event. Actually, how many have I seen already? 0, 1. Alright, let's look for an extinction event. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Yeah, it's fine by me. Take Murderous Rider, Bone Crusher. And turn. Wasn't exactly how I needed that to happen. Yep, alright, so, as I hoped, everything is coming in. I go to... but I keep a bolas. I did not keep a bolas. I, wish I kept a bolas. Oh. Alright.
Rise
Hey,
and
what do you
shine.
know? Well, there's no way I can gain enough life, I don't think, but... Definitely name even. If only they drew. I think my only real shot here is decking them. Let's deploy. And to turn. If I can gain some life off this Murderous Rider even once, then I'll be golden. I'm definitely expecting a Gary though. There's no way they don't have it. Right?
Death never hurt anyone.
Alright. Damage to the lily.
Your boldness is so cute.
Oof. Deploy. Have to double deploy here. I don't think there's any realistic way I get to survive this, but hey, might as well try. Be in a much better position if I could have got that extinction event earlier. Alas. Alright, staying alive.
Death is enlightening.
There's all three murderous sliders at the bottom.
Rise!
Well, suppose I may as well... Oh, opponent. I was hoping to hit myself. I'll exile Agonize and Remorse just for the lulz. Alright, there's a loss to mono black. When you don't deal with the Phyrexian Arena, you're pretty much bound to lose, especially if your opponent can keep up with the life loss. Their life gain there was definitely key. There was no way to really avoid it. It was just really the only chance I had, so it's what I played to once they dropped the second one. It's really hard, especially for a control deck that doesn't have any realistic ways to pressure an opponent to keep up with the card advantage something like an arena can provide. Just a personal Howling Mine is so good. Especially when I have absolutely no answers. Maybe I should play a Blast Zone, I think. Just to deal with things like that that I otherwise wouldn't be able to. So some card advantage, deals with Planeswalkers, deals with aggressive creatures. I think I'll keep. Especially because I have the lands to play this. I think I practically have to shock this just because of Ajani's Pridemate. Exactly. So, because I'm gonna kill them both either way. The reason I'm killing them both either way is that Angrath's Rampage kind of requires you to clear whatever creature they want to have die. So I figure out there's no reason to give them the extra point of life. Alright. Land. I think my first land here, or my first threat here is going to be Tubes. Yeah. No. No, it'll be bolas. There's nothing that needs to be Chupacabra yet. I just kind of want to do it because it's a decent tempo play. But I'd also rather bolas while they still have cards in their hand. Woo! And I hit a good one. That card can be very, very powerful. Alright, non-extension Pride. That's another powerful one.
My pride grows strong.
Alright, time to Tube the Healer's Hawk, kill the Ajani. I could also hit Odd with Extinction Event, which leaves them with just a Pridemate token. I think I prefer that. Yeah, I feel this is way better.
We can come back from this.
Now I can Chupacabra their last real threat, which is not the Linden. She can do anything she wants to. But she cannot be as powerful as a Nico bolas. I might as well get to work. I don't think life total is going to really matter for them here, but like I'm pretty sure we're winning because of bolas activation. But also, what's better than bolas? Bring back tubes, am I right? No need to immediately draw two. Oof. Alright, well that's lame. Now we gotta wait another turn. Hey there, opponent. Do you have another answer? No? I'd imagine that's gonna be double Sarah Ascendant. Yeah, because those cards are one of their only hopes here. Activate. Hey, let's get back to creature.
Beast, when I can be a god.
Tubes.
The dead
How's it been,
shall
buddy?
serve me.
Don't like that queen either? Neither did I. Down with the monarchy. And now next turn, we get to start drawing 2 cards a turn. Uh-oh, did they draw another Conclave Tribunal? We're actually in a bad spot if they did. If they can answer this Nico bolas. Alright, good. And the game is practically ours. Draw another 2 cards. And plus 2.
I always have an answer.
Draw another 2 cards. See if we can't find something to do. Alright, excellent. Ah, but we can't. So do we just deploy a 2-3 to help protect our Nico bolas? I don't think we do we? Let's see. Trying to think. No, I think we actually do just deploy. I don't want my bolas going down to 1. And I want something that can actually block Thalia. And not just die in the process. Trade with tubes. I do not mind. I can just revive it again. And do I here? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna revive tubes again.
Isn't death amusing?
And I'm deploying the bolas Dragon God. And I'm going to my Dragon God. Actually,
Mine.
what's better? Plus 2ing, plus 1ing, reanimating their Ajani. No, I can't reanimate their Ajani, not reasonably. I'll plus 2.
Everything is
Excellent.
power, and I am everything.
Alright, you're a little full of yourself there, bolas, buddy. You are not everything. You are but a simple dragon god. Quite far from everything. And the opponent has seen enough. They don't want to deal with I can draw 4 cards every turn. That's kind of outside of what they're designed to be able to handle. So I was hoping there that they'd attack all in. I'd block 2 of their creatures, end up killing one of them with a disfigure. I left the very tempting bolas on 1 to get to kind of encourage that play. I was really hoping that I would draw an answer there. And kind of like, you know what, let's book on it. Also because it's really good to get the tubes back and just get another 2 for 1 for free. And I already had a incredibly powerful follow-up should I fail. Alright, I really like this hand. Ooh, especially on the play. Spot removal or an edict, depending on what I need. Sounds good to me. Oh. Edict first. Actually, no. Bone Crusher first. What am I talking about? We'll kill it before there's any kind of shenanigans. Now we have turn 3 targeted removal. Or Edict. And let's be fair. Let's get... Edict is better, but... I think I'll actually just deploy Bone Crusher. Use it as a removal spell. And an attack deterrent. Alright. That's annoying. But not the end of the world. Especially because we can now just start playing bolas. Use it as the new attack deterrent. Let they discard another Gallia. Questing Beast. I will 100% block that. Deploy bolas 2. Bolas boogaloo. First bolas took 2 cards, second bolas took 1 so far. Burning Tree, no, get on the board by all means. I do not mind. 4-drop Spellbreaker, or 4-power Spellbreaker, also fine. Let's go. Rampage, sack a creature. How are they tapping? Uh-oh, how is it? Dang it. I was about to say, how's this tapping, because I kind of want to be able to shock and deploy. Alas. I will not just trade with the Spellbreaker here. That concerns me greatly. I'm gonna block the Gallia. Because otherwise that's... Let's see. From Embercleave currently. 8. Yeah. 12. I can't live in fear. I think they have Embercleave. This attack doesn't make sense without it, but yeah. I was also thinking that if they do, or if they don't have Embercleave, there's the chance they make that attack just as a, let's try and push it through. That was definitely the wrong call there, though, to make it. I wasn't dead. I could have gone bolas, get back bolas, hold up, and potentially instead hold up Murderous Rider. Could have gotten back a Questing Beast from them. Alas, was greedy. Should not have done. So here I'm going to take an absurd amount of damage, but not the most absurd amount of damage, so all in all, could be worse. I felt safe because I figured I had to draw exactly Embercleave, but I still shouldn't have done that. Yeah, that straight up cost me the game, and there's no real excuse there. I lost that of my own free will, apparently. I just chose not to flip a bolas. That'll teach me, though. If you see the card, you know it's there. You know the only reason they'll make the play. Don't just play into it, people. Don't get greedy. Don't try and call people on their bluffs. They're oftentimes not bluffing. It wasn't just a, I have no way to win if the bolas flips. They had me at a reasonable life total with a decent board there. And it would have cost all my mana. No reason for me to call it. Alright, on the play, Disfigure, Agonizing Remorse. I have 27 lands, so I feel safe enough on lands. This is risky, but I don't feel it's that risky. This is the kind of hand that stumbling once won't instantly kill me. Stumbling twice, however, very much will. Okay. Against the ramp deck, take the ramp spell? Here's this giant tribal. Alright, so I have, there's my 1 stumble. I need to hit all my lands from here on out. I'm going to Bone Crusher them with the plan of drawing a land and casting it next turn. And trying to get in with Bone Crusher. Aha, Lovestruck Beast. Attack only. Alright. So that's bad for me. I think this is an attack, use Disfigure plus Bone Crusher. And if not, I just get to kill their token. And they won't be able to swing back. I'm not truly losing card advantage here. Oh wait, sorry, that's... I don't know why I was thinking Disfigure would... what do you call it? Shrink it to a size it wouldn't kill. Or Bone Crusher would. That was dumb on my part. Alas. There's a chance they Bone Crush their own creature here. I was going to say, to prevent me from getting the other half of Bone Crusher Giant. I really need to start hitting lands now, though. Alright, excellent. So as long as I can hit my 5th land next turn, I feel like I'm mostly in the clear. Not truly, as they will have a Beanstalk Giant. Or no, actually entirely, because I'll just Eldest Reborn their Beanstalk Giant. That's why I was saying I need it. It doesn't trample, which is nice. Alright. Okay. I'll block here. I think the light is enough. And holding up Mystical Dispute is as well. It's fine. Being able to dispute, like, another copy would be pretty important. Alright, now I need a land drop so that I can hit Nico Bolas. Eldest Reborn is no longer the most critical. Land, please. Excellent. Let's see, things they can have... quite a few. We're deploying anyway. This one at least can be Eldest back. As worried for a second they had that's right, this is Animation Bolas. This is just uptick. Let's get some card advantage going. And some very, very big card advantage it is. This is basically, this is better than draw 2 cards, I feel. Draw a card, make your opponent lose resources. Oh no. Oh, okay. No, that's still bad. Not the worst. Extinction Event will be very, very good on the board they're going to end up with next turn. And then Eldest Reborn will be even better after that.
My intellect is without limit.
It won't exactly be a 3-for-1, closer to a 1-for-1 because Edgewall will have drawn them 2 cards. If they actually deploy. Oh no. Alright. This is bad for us. Alright. Yeah. At least there's no Lucky Clover. That card really makes them go absolutely nuts with their adventures. This isn't great, but it's also our only actual choice here. Oh, I thought they could cast Beanstalk for some... Oh, they exiled a land? They didn't exile something from their hand? Huh. Go for it. Ugh, Lothos. Alright. That we don't like at all. Not even a little. One Murderous Rider. We're gonna exile our Dragon God. Nothing we can do about it. Eldest Reborn has gotten quite bad now.
Another time, Planeswalker.
Dang, they're deploying in the safe order. Alright, at least we get to stop the Great Punch. Still a very key moment. Alright, if I can wait one more turn, then I get to counter the giant creature that's going to otherwise kill us. No blocks. Very risky to not block there. Hoping this pans out. Please play the Beanstalk Giant opponent. Oh, can't stop it. Do I double dispute this? I can't, can I? I can. And I think I'm forced to. Alright. Not good. Not good in the slightest for us. Opponent played well. They realized they didn't need to deploy their single best threat, and so they just opted not to. At least we get to start getting a little bit of life here. What creature will we eventually get back? No idea. Well, if we can, they're Beanstalk Giant. That Klothos is really, really bad news. I think our best draw is another copy of Eldest Reborn. Depending on what they do. Because we need to be able to keep swinging with this Murderous Rider or we're just dead to Klothos. And as long as we have something out, that's all we really need. That is a massive concern. I think I know what they have in their hand, and it spells the most for us. I think they have a Brazen Borrower. No choice. Alright. We're really banking on a way to deal with a Brazen here. But, yep, there we go. And that's game. They deal 2 damage to us, and they deal 3 damage to us. That was the only reason, only thing that would have made sense for that play there. Oh well. So be it. I'll play one more game with Grixis, and then I'll switch on over to, a little bit of Mono Blue Flash, my guilty pleasure. I think the deck's probably one of the best in Historic right now. I do, however, think that Blue-Black is more powerful. It just needs a little bit more work in the land, or in the mana base. Dispute, Rampage, Bone Crusher, Thassa's. On the draw, we'll keep this. Dispute has a chance of being pretty relevant. Rampage is basically relevant in every matchup. Bone Crusher is versatile enough to always be able to do something. And we have some card draw. Interaction and a card advantage. That's all you can really ask for in this deck. Stuff to survive and dig you to bolas. Survive till and dig you towards, I should say. Keep. Already got double card advantage, once from being on the draw, once from our opponent mulliganing. Man, we are off to the races. It's like we already cast a divination. Especially because our opponent doesn't have a companion. Neither do we. Not entirely sure what I would change to get one. Or if I would even want to. Just given the cost I'd have to pay there. Tap Water Grave. Search for Oscanta would be unfortunate, but not the end of the world, and so we will just allow it to happen. We can't just go shocking every time we see a blue source after all. There are blue aggressive decks, even that play tri-lands, such as the cycling deck. Tapple the Bolas statue. I am Bolas, and I need no statue. Tap it and pass. We have an answer to Teferi. Though it is debatable if we want to use it or if we want to rampage and hold up the dispute for a more important Teferi. Well, we have double dispute, so it's fine. Brazen Borrower. I'll go ahead and dispute that. Is that a greedy play? Absolutely. Should I have Bone Crushed it? Quite possibly. However, I am kind of nervous of tapping out of, I guess I wouldn't be tapping out of anything. Yeah, I wasn't thinking there. That was 100% something that should have been Bone Crushed. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I'll just allow that to resolve. I'll probably,
You'll thank me later.
what do you call it? Yep, counter
Might be a bad
card.
idea.
Here. Sack Planeswalker. You. And we end the turn. Here, if they try to deploy another Teferi, especially Teferi 5. Excellent. Exactly what we wanted to happen. Now, as long as we draw land, we take this game away. We do not draw land. Okay, now we might be in trouble. Could be possible I wasn't supposed to do that. Double absorb. Dang, we missed our window. If we could have slammed Dragon God there, this game would have been immediately over. Instead, 2 to them. Oh, that is... that's a greedy one. Oh, that's an instant loss for you, opponent. I am sorry. Don't counter the end step. Oh my god. Alright. You're not getting back into this against a smokestack style effect. Did you draw Teferi?
Eons ago.
This is your only chance. Alright. We got lucky there. We took a counter spell and the opponent used it aggressively like we did. One misplay deserves another. Opponent probably contemplating if there's anything they can do here. I personally don't think there is, but if they have a Teferi, then they have a Teferi 5. That's about what I expected once Dragon God came down. Control decks, this against them, they have no board to sacrifice to the +1. Eating their hand is a surefire way to win. a +1 of I draw, they discard, and a control mirror isn't something they can deal with. And if they have no hand, eating away their mana base is just the, that's just the absolute end. It's an absolutely miserable experience to play against it. Alright, last game with bolas. Maybe I even want to add, some, what's his name? The red-black Titan. Not exactly the greatest, but a recursive threat can be pretty good. Alright, so this island, pulling this hand together. This would have been a mulligan if we didn't have that island. And had just kept Extinction Event plus Tube. I like to think the island would have been a tube. Turn 2, discard spell. Build up towards that Eldest Reborn. I don't like turn 1 Castle Lockwood. That screams mono black to me. Okay, good. It's just Reanimator. Let's see. An 11/11 Trampler. A lot with a Shine. Let's just take Blood for Bones. We're not too afraid of Reanimator. We have our own reanimation spell. So, anything they put in their bin, we can take right out ourselves if they're not too careful. So if they just passively mill with certain cards, like, what's it called? The 1-drop that mills 3 and dies and mills 3, then they might not be able to keep what they don't want us to have access to out of the yard before we can get it. It does, however, make our bolas awkward. I think I'm still gonna play it. They can still put something they want to the bin, and the Lotleth Giant is honestly the least scary thing they can do. I'm much more afraid of an 11 Trampler than a tiny ping. Seeing if they can find something like a Balraz. They discard me. Oh, they discard. Alright, tubes. Fair? Fair. I'll even take a hit from it to hold up a counterspell for any reanimation they might have this turn. Afterwards, I will pressure it. Low Spore Shaman is fine. Or should I? I'm torn. I think I should instead Thassa's Intervention. I don't actually care about what's going on right now. They have 5 power on board, but big whoop, we have an Extinction Event, and they have 2 even cost creatures. Let's just do a 4 mana draw 2. Excellent. Yeah, I do like the idea of dropping Eldest Reborn to get this out of the way as quickly as possible. They sack a creature. They're going to sacrifice the Rav. Hit us for 3. They'll discard a card, probably the Giant. And at some point, there's a very good chance we seal their 11/11 Trampler. If they reanimate this turn, we exile it. Yeah, I feel we're definitely winning this game. Now don't quote me on that, but I have been horrifyingly wrong before. How many creatures in there bin? 6? Alright. Now go for it, by all means. Draw a card, lose some life. Binding of the Titans. Huh. Alright, next turn we steal one? I feel like that means we should just be careful this turn. Tap land. Will hold up Dispute, probably Bone Crush something. Man, it is weird being able to play like an old school control deck again where I just hold up my answers and allow myself to take damage. Haven't been able to do that in forever because everything has been answer to lose for so long. Feels good to be able to just take a hit again. Be like, my mana's better spent in other ways. Alright, that's why we did it the way we did. Alright, give us your 11-11. We are the reanimator deck now. Look at me. I am the reanimator deck now. Bolas! Discard tubes. Oh man. How many creatures have there been? Have I miscalculated? Not gravely. But still, if they draw... Well, I was gonna say if they draw another one we're doomed, but we are not. For shame. I wish we could flip, but that appears to not be the best of options. Therefore, hello, Bone Freshy. We hold up dispute here, and there is no longer anything they can do. Fiend Artisan, by all means. Alright. Doesn't trample. Doesn't trample's good enough for me. Put a creature in the bin. Just 2. Oh. Easy peasy. I was gonna say, bring back one of theirs. Because I was pretty sure it'd be lethal.
Defiance has consequence.
Why even bother with the math when you can just 5 mana Doomblade something, right? Alright, gonna play 1 game mono blue flash, and then I'll call it for today. Hope you guys have all been enjoying the video. Please do remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. And if you don't do it, I will be big sad. Alright, mono blue flash, not tempo. At some point I'm gonna try and do a blue-white flash deck. I think there's some real potential there. Be kind of a Rally of Wings hybrid. Also getting access to the, what's it called? The lifelink, and draw a card. Huh, on the play with this kind of a hand? Alright, I like it. Turn 1, we will in fact deploy Sailor. Every single point of damage matters in this deck. Sometimes you have to sacrifice some points, but they still matter when you get them. Yeah, because I feel I'd be discarding this anyway. And the other things I care about are not creatures. So Negate will be more alive. I'm sad about it, but not about to give you that card advantage. When the card I'd be discarding is the card I could kill your creature with. Imagine I'll see a Swift End here. Probably right now while I'm tapped out. Or a Casco. That is also a possibility. Well, my clock got faster at least. Castle Lockway. Timorate calls the dead. Or shows me. No reach on that thing? No random reach? Sounds good to me. Merfolk Trickster would be nice here to just straight up kill with no downsides on the Timorate. Getting in for some damage here. Opponent gains a life. Yox Fenlurker. Alright, well, discard precipitate. There's no way it's coming into play anymore. And it's not no way, it's just very unlikely. I'd really appreciate it, though, if my opponent, you know, tapped out here. I'll give them a target. I'll deploy a Sea Dasher. Over. Alright, great. That is actually exactly what we needed. Name of the game is now protect that Sea Dasher off the field. We desperately need it. End turn. Uh-oh, sound cut out. Oh, there we go. Was worried about that for a second. You're not winning this race. No, absolutely. Have an obliterator. We have the answer. Risky to deploy, risky not to. Whew. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's go ahead and put that on Spectral Sailor. And let's go ahead and draw two cards. And so if they deploy a Gary, then we bounce the Obliterator. If they go to combat before casting a spell, I think we also bounce the Obliterator. If they do that, we just sit back, relax, and win the game. Alright, there you have it. Mono Blue wins. A little bit of a rocky start in that match, but hey, we ended up squeezing it out in the end, so that's all that really matters. Not really. I'd never believe that. Woohoo! 40 gems. Here's a treat. Alright, so let's go ahead and call that a day for now. I hope you all enjoyed this video. As I said earlier, please do remember to like, comment, subscribe. It really helps the channel grow, and it would mean a lot to me. New videos come out every day at 6:30, whatever California time is. And please enjoy your day.